Hello, welcome back. Today's spot is by the river, by the widest and biggest river in Lithuania called Nemunas. And it's pretty windy again, winds of change, winds of development, winds of evolvement. Strange. The winds have been blowing for quite a while and makes me think about change, makes me think about redevelopment, makes me think about letting go of things that don't serve you. Apologies for the background noise straight away. And being by this river, the ever-flowing river, makes me always think how things run out. River never runs out. And always makes me think about scarcity. Like, what if it does run out one day? What if life ends one day? And not what if, but it will end one day for sure. And there's no need to lie to ourselves that it won't. Sometimes some sun comes out and it's like really sweet, like a little sign of hope. Really gives me this sense of hope. If it's your first time here, I'm just doing my daily logins with people that are coming onto this channel, and I've felt so much love from YouTube. I felt so much good comments and commentaries that really inspired me. People are really helpful on YouTube. People are really loving. And that makes me really appreciate all of you guys and keep wanting to say to you guys that you're amazing. Not just because how you are talking to me, not just because I'm getting so much love. To me, that's much love. Like, if I get a comment or two, that's love for me, Somebody takes time to comment something, and sometimes it gives me things to talk about. Sometimes it gives me topics to talk about. And recently, I've been feeling this topic of relationships being really important. How some relationships just don't work, Some relationships, look at that sun coming out. Some relationships are just not meant to be. I got one beautiful message from my friend in Mexico who lives there, sells chocolate, and just changed her life. She's from Lithuania, but completely decided to get kind of off the grid, but off the grid of her family, I guess. Well, not her family. She's in good terms with her family. She's very spiritual, and she's really in touch with herself. Like, really not like, hippie dippy doodah kind of hippie, but she's a real, like, she's been meditating for years and getting in touch with herself for years. And she was saying how people were like laughing at her back in the day when she started meditating. People were like, what are you doing? And now she's like, she's living her life the way she wants to live her life. And I think that's amazing. Not a lot of people figure that out in their whole lifetime. So when people do figure it out, I think that's very important to congratulate them on that. So, and I also want to always congratulate you guys on being here, being on this earth, being on this planet. It's not easy. It's not difficult to lose track of your goals. It's not easy to live and be a genuine human being. Be someone who inspires hope to other people. And you're doing that. You're doing that by being yourself, by even coming onto this channel, watching this video. Like, I congratulate you on that, because I'm doing this I started doing it because I started thinking that I have something to give, I have something to share. I never appreciated my own kind of words and what I have to say, but people were always saying like, oh, you're wise, you're very like intelligent, you should do a podcast, you should do this or whatever. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful to those people, because eventually I did get to do certain type of podcast, which is this. And I really like it. Like, I really like the feedback that I'm getting. I really like the people that are on this earth. Like, I'm learning that there's much more friendly people on YouTube than on Instagram, or I appreciate all the platforms, but I'm not so tech savvy. But I can upload a video, and you can do something too. Something doesn't have to be big. It can be a tiny thing, daily thing that you do. As long as it's consistent, as long as you're doing it from the heart, it will have an effect. So this friend of mine in Mexico, we chat over voice messages, and she's got her lovers, and she's got her people that she's in love with, and not one person, there's like 2 or 3. And she's like, we talked about attachment, and how attachment works, and how, it's so fun to live when you're not attached. It's so great to be unexpected, like things from other people. Like, you don't need to expect anything. Like, if somebody doesn't want to give you something for some particular reason, then there's a good reason why they don't want to give it. Maybe they don't have it, So when people are asking you of things that are not necessarily that you don't necessarily have what to give, then you don't have necessarily to give. Sorry for the wind, but it's kind of probably pushing me away from this thought. You don't have to give it. You don't have to pretend that you have to give it, Like, maybe it's your time with you. Maybe it's that going deep into the depths. If you're a creative person, then, you need to go into the depths of your soul, the dark night of the soul, like Carljung says. And you're a powerful human being. You can do things on your own. You can be very powerful on your own too, And yes, it's lonely. Yes, it's tough, but it kind of has a good taste to it, It's got like, when you lay down at night, you think like, I'm all right. I'm doing all right, I chatted quickly to my psychotherapist today because I have to get some medication from him. He was like, well done, good. You're doing well, you have a show open, and he was like, oh, I'll go and see it, if I can. So that's that. I'm hoping that you're having a lovely day, a lovely evening, or a lovely morning. I'm hoping that you are having a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and that you can enjoy some of the nature today. That you can go in the sun, you can go in the light, you can go and shine your light on others. Because, sometimes we can figure things out for other people. Like, we can not like be like prophets or anything like that, but sometimes it's easier to solve other people's problems. And lately I've been like really inspired by other people. Like I'm talking to other people and I'm like really getting hyped from others, and you can do that too. Sometimes when you open up to a conversation, and you don't have any expectations, like you don't have any expectations of a relationship or something like that, you can really inspire others. You can really like unlock some of the things that maybe they're trying to figure out that you have figured out years ago. You can shine a light on them. You can be like a professor. You can be, I don't know, just a creative being that is you. You can create your way out of a problem, and especially when you're not attached to the problem, when it's somebody else's problem, you can really do something about it. So that's that. I want to say that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm proud that you come onto this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do share, like, whatever. If you are inspired by what you're seeing, or if you like what you're hearing, you can share it with somebody. But I'm really glad that you're here. I'm really glad that you're on this earth. And yeah, create your future. Thank for the future. I've been doing this where I've been thanking the future before it comes, and once it comes, it's already now, so when you thank for the future, whatever it is, you can really experience the now to the fullest. You're not like expecting a motorcycle, or you're not expecting some big gift or something like that. You're just expecting whatever comes. And when it's like that, then everything is always good. You're always going to be in flow. You're always going to be in good mood. You're always going to be just an inspiring human being, and you can inspire others. So don't forget that you're powerful. Don't forget that you're strong. You're stronger than you think that you are. And yeah, don't hold on to relationships that don't work. Let go. Let people go. They will find somebody better suited for themselves. You will find somebody better suited for you. And that's it. So it's getting quite windy, so I'm gonna head off. But it's been nice talking to you. Here's a last goodbye from the river. There's some people traveling across the river. That's a big snow arena there, and from the right hand side of mine. So yeah, this was Domas, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.